I was really kind of like, what is going on? Why am I getting so fatigued? And so once I figured out it was a fatigue illness, I didn't go after getting a diagnosis because I know it is so difficult to get. I actually diagnosed myself, or somebody suggested I would have a tick-borne disease, which is something like Lyme's disease. But to get a diagnosis, to get a blood test positive is almost impossible. Over the summer, we built our home. Because of my fatigue illness, I could not help build the home at all. I had to watch people do things. Once we moved there, we had the kids over for dinner, like within the first week. And when we had dinner, Clayton had to ask a question about my health, and then kind of asked a pointed question like, Yvonne, are you trusting your natural medicine more than you trust God? And that stopped me in my tracks, kind of like, oh. And I had to say, yeah, I am totally believing the process of the natural medicine, and I am not necessarily expecting healing from God so much as from my natural medicine. Like, there is a pride in me that was exposed somewhat, right? I know natural medicine, like I have done my research and I know that this is going to work. Like, it will take time, but it is going to work. And so I really felt I needed to put myself in a position of humility and obedience and vulnerability, right? So basically they're all holding their hands on me and we're all praying. And Clayton is doing a lot of the repeat after me, kind of, God is my healer, God is my redeemer. And I'm just right there with him because I fully believe that God is my healer, he's my redeemer, he's my rock. And then Clayton kind of gave the direction of, okay, let's pray quietly. And so when we did that, I could feel a bit of sadness come over me, like just over my toes, just slightly. And then suddenly it's like waves of sadness, and I just cried and cried and cried. I wept and wept and wept. So that day, or that night, it was like, okay, we don't really, like, something happened, and it's kind of strange, but yeah, we're gonna trust, like we had a sense of, we're gonna trust God now instead of natural medicine, or we're gonna put more trust in God, right? So I am still in the process of getting better. I do think, so I had a fatigue illness, like the tick-borne disease. I also ended up with mono. I did get a diagnosis for that. And then your body just has to go through so much processing of all the bacteria and virus load and whatever, that takes a long time. So I am in the process of getting my stamina back. I have more of a sense of obedience to God, that I need to be, like, God is faithful to me, I need to be faithful to him. I find now I still get distracted, but I am way more aware of it, and I make a lot more time for it. I make a lot more time for reading the Bible and just studying, and it's super interesting.